Namaste. हमेशा खुश रहो देखिए. I am JVWU TRIVEDI and today I am going to give a lecture on what chromosomes are. The topic is chromosomes. Chromosomes are thread-like structures located inside the nucleus of animal and plant cells. Each chromosome, as we all know, is made of protein and a single molecule of DNA. Now this is passed from the parent to the offspring. So the DNA carries specific instructions for each specific human being. So the word chromosome has come from the Greek word chroma means color and soma means body. Now this name of chromosome is given by the scientists because of the cell structure, the body and the staining which the chromosomes take during the staining procedure. Now what do the chromosomes do? They are unique structures which keep the DNA tightly wrapped around with proteins called histones. Now they allow the organism to grow and function properly, the cells to divide and produce new cells to replace. During cell division, the DNA remains intact. Now if a mistake is occurring, then we call it as mutation. Now, the change in number structure of chromosome leads to severe harmful problems in the form of genetic diseases as mutation occurs. So, we have the types of chromosomes. There are a number of types of chromosomes. It is based on the position of the centromere on the chromosome. Now, if you will ask what is centromere, is the constructive region of the linear chromosome known as centromere. Now, if it is in the center, it will have two equal arms, and that is known as, where we have the chromosome. Now, there is another portion which we have, that is the telomeres. Now, what are telomeres? Telomeres are repetitive stretches of DNA located at the end of the linear chromosome. Now they protect the ends of the chromosome in a manner similar like we have the shoelace and the tip is sealed to keep it from becoming loose. So the telomere loses little bit of DNA every time the cell divides. So when all the telomere is gone, the cell then cannot replicate. The telomeres play a role in cancer, and if the chromosome does not lose its telomere, so then the cancer will be not advanced. Now, as the telomere is lost, the malignancy of the cell increases. Now, after telomere, we have how many pairs of chromosomes does a human being have? It has 23 pairs of chromosomes. Now, fruit fly has 4 pairs of chromosomes, rice plant has 12, and the dog has 39. The difference between a male and a female chromosome is that female has 2 X chromosomes and a male has 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. Now, the chromosome studies were done by Thomas Hunt Morgan for better understanding, and he made studies on inherited traits and made a link between the chromosome and the traits inherited. Now let's come to some other part of the chromosome, that is the structure and the types of chromosome. Now when we study the structure of chromosome, the basic which comes in our mind is that it is present in the nucleus of the cell, and the DNA molecule is packed Histone proteins are also present, which are an important part of the chromosome. First described by Strasburger, the term was then used chromosome by Waldinger in 1888. So they are rod-shaped, dark-skinned bodies present during the metaphase of mitosis where we can easily see them, and they are stained with a basic dye which is used under microscope. Now the basic structure of a chromosome has three parts: the pedicle, the matrix, and the chromonym. The outer envelope is pellicle. It is very thin and it is achromatic. Then the second part, the brown substance, is the matrix, which contains the chromonym. Now this is a non-genetic material. And chromometa are the identical spirally coiled threads, and each chromometa has about 8 microfibers, which is formed of double helix DNA. So this is all about the structure of chromosome. Now we have the centromere, that is a small structure, a constriction present in the chromosome, and it is the point where two chromometa join. If the arms divide equally, then it is labeled, then the short arm is labeled as P and the long arm is labeled as Q. So on the position of this, there is a different types of chromosomes. Now we also have, as discussed, telomere. Now on the telocentrate is when the rods are equal in, when the rod is metacentric, when the rods are equal in size. That is, the centromere is in the middle of the chromosome. Telocentric is when it is in the terminal position, so only one arm is observed. Ectocentric is when one arm is very long and other is very short. So these are the types of chromosomes. So students, I hope you found my lecture interesting. If you have any queries, please give in the comment box. I will resolve it through. This session was powered by Digital Version 2.0 of JVWU Women's University. Namaste.